Hey tubers, Robert back with Outdoor Adventures Await. This time we're going to do a review on 2-room shower slash bathroom tents that we've tried out here. One of them being from King Camp, that's the one that obviously says King Camp, and the other one is from Easy Go Products. Both of them are 2-room tents, totally different setups, and you can see that both of them are different when in size when it comes down to packing them up as well. So we'll go ahead and save you the trouble of watching us set them up, but when I see you next, we should have them up and ready to review. Thanks. Alright, and here is the first one. Took us a little longer than usual because one pole is actually already broken. It's been a while since we set it up, but still it's pretty quick at 1 minute and 41 seconds. It does have a floor, a detachable floor that you can take out on the, I guess I would call it the dry side, because the other side has some mesh netting down there, so that I guess if you're running a shower in there, has somewhere to drain, which is kind of nice, kind of smart. Does have an awning, which is nice, but I will say for the most part the fabric is really thin. We did have to patch it up with some duct tape over here. We had to patch it up with a piece of duct tape, and one pole already kind of broke out of the hinge. One of the hinges that this thing uses to build up. We were able to kind of still use it with a zip tie, but definitely not the greatest quality, but it is a nice tent. If you can live with just having to baby it a bit. It does come with some straps up there, I guess, so you could use it as a towel holder. Has 2 windows, one on each side right there. It does also have some interesting things. It has some access point. It does actually, up there in the corner, it does have something to hold, like if you have like a Julka or some sort of water shower system. This one actually has the straps right there to hold the shower head. So here's a little bit of walk around of it. There's that duct tape we had to use. There's that port I was kind of talking about right there. There's that port. If you want to bring in some sort of hose, you have a hot water heater or some sort of, you can bring the windows out. And then there is that part that broke on us. Probably pretty easy to fix, but still, I mean, we've only used it, I think, a handful of times, if that, and it sucks that it broke. Definitely liked how quick it was to set up. All right, let's check out the other one. All right, so we are learning, and I managed to not check the batteries on the microphone when we were setting up and discussing the other tent. So it did take about 10 minutes, a little bit over, to get it set up. Again, we haven't set it up in a while, so it took a little longer than usual. But I would probably say if you really knew what if you have set the tent up a few times and you know how everything goes, I would say probably 5-6 minutes probably to set it up. And I wanted to go ahead, see, that's the springs right there that hold this together. See that? It goes in like that. And when I talk about kinking it, see, you get that metal like that there to fold it. And that's what it looks like. Hopefully that's in focus. But I just wanted to go ahead and do this little video insert to discuss how the legs go. How, if you're not careful, it could break. But I'm not sure. Is it better to use this spring or to use the elastic nylon you usually see. Not sure. All right, so material wise, the King Camp is definitely thicker, quite a bit. It's definitely going to last longer than the shower shelter. Even the poles, everything's a little bit more robust. The shower shelter is really nice because it's quick, easy to put up. King Camp is definitely a little bit more work. Here's the view from the back. Pretty straightforward. Again, the one tent, as you can see, is just one of those quick pull it up and it's ready to go. This one's got a series of poles with springs inside, not rope or elastic. And that, I think, can be a bit of a problem because of springs, when you're bending them, a lot of tension there, and eventually they might fail. And like I said, we actually did have one fail. This front one right here, that top portion is actually just held right now by tension from the tent from that top. I also did reach out to King Camp via Amazon. They did respond. They sent me a new pole. Unfortunately, I think they sent me the wrong pole. Could have been my fault. I thought I said I needed one of the longer ones, but I'm not sure which one they sent me. I have to double check. I had to say, which one would I buy? It really depends on what you want. Do you want something really fast to set up? You know, I was just talking to my buddy down the street who does all this, and he's going to be going to a couple-day trip out in the desert pretty soon. And you know, he said for him, he wants something just really fast. After driving 6-7 hours away, he wants something really fast to set up when he gets there and be done. You know, he doesn't care so much about everything since his wife and kid isn't going. He just wants something that goes up quick and he can use. So he said he'd rather have something like the shower shelter, but my wife would rather have the King Camp. So really depends on what you want. Do you want something fast that it's going to take a little bit more care to put away, and do you want something fast but is definitely going to be a little bit more fragile, or do you want something more robust that's a little bit more or do you want something a little bit more robust? You know, I think if it's somebody, I think if you're going out with family, you have multiple people, you probably definitely want to go with the King Camp, the blue one. And if it's probably just a few people and probably no children, nothing like that, I'd go with the shower shelter. It's just quick and it's cheaper.